Something you're doing? Okie dokie. Ready to work. I can do that. Something you're doing? Work, work. Be happy too. Ready to work. Ready to work. What do you want? Ready to work. Work, work. I can do that. Work complete. Ready to work. We need more lumber. Ready to work. Yes. Be happy too. Okie dokie. Work complete. Ready to work. What do you want? I can do that. Work complete. Something you're doing? Something you're doing? Time for the horde. Excellent choice. Oh. Yes, I am yours. Excellent choice. Oh. Are you hero and obey? Yes, yes. I am yours. Excellent choice. Oh. Yes. Yes, sir. Are you hero and obey? Excellent choice. What task is there? What do you want? Yes, Lord. Ice! We're under attack! Are you hero and work complete? Excellent choice. What task is there? We're under attack! Oh! I am yours. Oh! Are you hero and obey? Hey! Are you hero and obey? Hey! Taste of my blade! We're under attack! Looks like it. Yes. Yes, Lord. Oh. What task is there? Huh? Master? Your task. I am yours. Yes. We're under attack. What do you want? Something that you will happy to. Yes. Research comment. Huh? What do you want? Yes. Oh. Wait. Excellent choice. task is there? Wait, we're under attack! Master? Huh? Yes? What do you want, Master? Oh. Huh? Master? Time for killing. We're under attack! What task is there? What do you want, Master? Time to die. Huh? Time for killing. Yes, Lord. What task is there? Yes! I am yours. We're under attack! Wait! For the burning blade! Yes, Lord. Yes! I am yours. Excellent choice. Oh! Ah! Yes, Lord. I am yours. Haste to my blade! Yes! I will hear and obey. Ice! What task is there? No time. Stop. Oh. Yes, sir. Oh. Work. I am yours. There's something you're doing? Research complete. Yes? Yes, Lord. Hey, what task is there? Haste to my blade! My life for the yes. Lord. I am yours. Huh? Time to die. Looks up. Oh. Yes. What task is there? Ah. Ice. My life for the Lord. Master, look down. Yes, Lord. For the burning blade! I am yours. Yes? Yes, Lord. Yes! I will hear and obey. Yes. Our hero has been work complete. Upgrade. We need more fuel. Master, my life for the Lord. Stop. What do you want? We need more gold. Yes. Oh, Master. Yes. Huh? Something is doing. What do you want? Yes. Be happy to. Master? Huh? Thumbs up. Yes. Huh? Yes. For the Horde! What do you want? Huh? Our allied hero has been sorry. Yes. Thumbs up. Rotar. Yes. Hmm? Yes. Our allied hero has been slain. Yes. What do you want? Can't build there. Yes. I can do that. Be happy to. Master? want? Oh. Master? Oh. Yes? Doctor? I am yours. Are you hear and obey? Hey. What happened there? Yes! Something you're doing? Yes, Lord. Excellent choice. What do you want? Oh. Yes! Are you hero and obey? Work complete. Yes, Lord. Fight. Excellent choice. Work complete. Are you hero and obey? What do you want? Oh. Yes. What do you want? Master? What task is there? Yes! Are you hero and obey? I am yours. Yes. My life. Excellent choice. What task is there? Something you're doing? I am yours. Hey. Excellent choice. Are you hero and obey? Hey.
Okay, how much I got? I just had to take some guys off for he did some like $10 he brings me back like an 8 good. Yeah, I'm like, see, like, you could do hella hustling right now. If I don't hustle, I know. I got married Spain. We gotta start hustling to get the pound. We start pay for us to smoke it. Good. That way you'll have a little extra cash. You'll feel good all the time.
Oh. Are you hero and obey? Yes. Our allied town is being
I'll take anything, really. Yeah.
Alright, give me a...
I am yours. Excellent choice.
Maybe you should wait for us.
You want me to give you a container?
No.
Our allied town is being attacked. Yes. Excellent choice. Hey. Are you hero and obey? Hey. Haste to my blade. For the burning blade. Hey. Ah. Our haste to my blade. Being attacked. Excellent choice. Yes. Are you hero and obey? Yes. Hey. Are you hero and obey? Hey. Yes. Our allied hero and obey. Yes. Are you hero and obey? Hey. Are you hero and obey? Hey. And obey. Our allied town is being attacked. Work complete. Yes. Excellent choice. Are you hero and obey? Our allied hero. Take my blade. Excellent choice. Yes. Work. Oh. Our allied town is being attacked. Excellent choice. Yes. Hey. Are you hero and obey? Our allied town. Excellent choice. Yes. Ah. Hey. Are you hero and obey? Yes. Our allied. Excellent choice. Our allied town is being attacked. Excellent choice. Are you hero and obey? Hey. Excellent choice. Are you hero and obey? Excellent choice. Our allied town is being attacked.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. Seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Greetings. Charmed, I'm sure.
Greetings.
Greetings. Greetings.
How do you do?
Greetings.
How do you do?
Orzammar now stands alone, cut off from the world by the Darkspawn, still clinging to the memory of its former glory. Below the vast statues and gilded halls where the noble families play at politics, the lower castes live in their shadows, scurrying to serve like their ancestors before them. Below that is you. You are casteless, the dirty secret staining Orzammar's perfect society, forced, along with your sister, to sell your services to the crime lord Barat. To the rest of Orzammar, you are proof that the casteless deserve their fate. But you know you do what you have to, the same as everyone, just to survive.
I can't keep gambling on you forever, Precious. You've got a sweet look, something to light a man on fire. But you gotta make it count.
Please, Barat. Can we not do this in front of my brother?
Why not? He knows the slope of the land, don't you, boy? Right. That's sweet. Before me, your sister was just another duster. It's down to here, gold-capped teeth. She can recite elf poetry and play the string harp. Every man's dream. All she's gotta do is find a lord, squeeze out some kid who looks like him, and we're all living the easy life in the Diamond Quarter.
Please, don't get involved. You know that never goes well.
She can do whatever I tell her, even if that means walking into the king's own palace naked. You keep your head down and say aye to any job I decide is low enough for scum like you. In return, I put out coins so you can doll yourself up and get a belly full of some nobleman's brat. Then you both go free, and I get to join the family and be called my lord for the rest of the little prince's life. That's what everyone likes. A castless with a big mouth. But I didn't come for the joy of your company. I've been looking at my investments, and this one hasn't borne much gold. I'm giving you another week, Precious. If you haven't found a patron, you're back to sweeping streets.
But I have. I've met someone. That is, I didn't want to promise, but he seemed interested. It's nothing definite. He said he wanted to see me again.
Excuse me if I don't start knitting booties. Until I do, you're the one who's going to keep paying her debts with your service to the Carta. Your buddy Lesky's waiting outside. He knows what I'll need from you today. Don't even think about bungling this job. Your whole family's on loose sand with me right now. And I know you don't have anywhere else to turn.
I'm sorry you had to see that. And I feel like every time you do, it kills something in you. You were such a loving child. I hate what this place made you into. That's why I didn't tell you. Barat's been warning me ever since 2 of his other girls found patrons at Lord Harrowmont's reception. They've been getting gifts already. Lord Rooston gave Elsie a surface silk gown and she's not even pregnant. Barat's getting impatient. You've worked hard to keep him from throwing us out. I can only imagine the horrible things he's made you do. But there are a lot of desperate dwarves in Orzammar. He could buy any one of them to run messages and knock skulls. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you tonight.
And I'm off.
Who's that? Why are you bothering me? Rika? Don't you talk to me like I'm an idiot. You think I don't know my own kid? What are you doing here anyway? Rika said you were finally making something useful of yourself. got the body. Might as well use it before a couple of kids twist it out of shape. People bothering me all the time. I've got important things to do here. Very important things.
Yes.
About sodding time. I was starting to think I'd have to bust in and get an eyeful of that spicy sister of yours. Growl. Oh, what can I say? No money, no girls, no place to call my own. I've been writing an epic poem about it. It starts, "Oh, you're really, really cursed to have no caste. You noble dwarves can shove it up your..." But I couldn't think of a rhyme. I'm not seeing Court Bard in your future either. I guess we'll have to stick to playing the heavies for Barat. Boss says we're out for a search and discipline. One of his smugglers is holding out on him. Name's Oskias, some surfacer. Barat got word that he's been selling shipments topside that never make it to Barat's ears down here. He wants us to find the rotter and see what goods he's holding back. Well, if he is skimming, we kill him, of course. I mean, Barat doesn't let anyone swindle him and live. Bringing his head on a plate is completely optional, though. You know, gold, lyrium, spices. Anything that Barat might cut someone's head off to get. Whatever lets you sleep at night, my friend.
Sorry, didn't know this corner was yours.
Hey there, Carter boy. Care to try a taste of this? Any way you like it.
2 bits for the needy. I seen you around. You one of them Barat boys. You don't know from needy. Not until you're my age. I used to work in the mines, checking the new tunnels for bad air. Set me down with a candle, and there must have been a pocket of gas, because it went up like dragon's breath. Healer saved my life, but I can't half walk. What's a man supposed to do? You got some spare feet? If not, a silver would fill that void real nice. Ooh, you drive a hard bargain, soldier. You looking for someone to shine your shoes, clean your pots, keep you warm at night? Is that what you're looking for? That's worth 10 bits, no? Go ahead. Beat up an old man if it makes you feel better. I seen your man at Tapster's. I was waiting out back, but they wouldn't tip me the dregs off the ale barrel. Said it was going to compost. But I saw another Brad there with his surface money, and they served him. Called him Oskias, sir. Stone keep you warm at night, 'cause no one else is gonna.
needs the Paragon Branca when you've got all this? Look at me, I'm the
Spare silver. My boy needs medicine. The docs say he won't wake without it.
What are you doing here, Brand?
Ugh, don't touch me.
Hey, boy. You look like someone who could use a spare copper. What do you say? No work, just money for something you're not even using. Much. You look like you've still got all your teeth. Nice and healthy. I craft replacements for nobles who have lost theirs. I can pay you real handsome for some of those. 1 silver for 2. What do you say? You won't get a better price. I'm in demand. Top tooth and wig shop off the Diamond Quarter, 4 years running. There are some who just take what they want off someone like you. I'm offering an honest deal. What do you say? No work's legitimate if they let you do it, boy. The Assembly declared back in Darbier's reign that it insults the ancestors for casteless to perform any work the recognized lineages can do. Now, do you want it or not? 1.5 silvers, and that's my best offer.
Gracious apologies, Master. We were just leaving. Right now, forgive my friend. You know the vent fumes. They mess with the mind. We're very sorry to bother you. Now let's get back before you land us both in a cell.
Have you heard? King's got a team who found traces of Blanca in the deep roads.
Oh? Found her body, did they?
No, tools. Lesky, you old scamp. What are you doing here? Trying to charm me out of another set of ribbons for your girl?
Trying to talk you into being my girl, Olinda. You know my heart's breaking for you.
Don't you go saying that around my husband. Who's your friend?
When I'm with a lady, the last thing I'm thinking about is you.
Well, look around, boys. I can slide you on the markup, being that you're friends, but I can't give anything away for free. Just don't touch anything if you can't meet the price.
Prices on all arms and armor, like they'll sod off Brand. I don't have anything to price.
Do you mind? I have nothing you can afford, and as long as you're here, no one else will come. Same as you. It's illegal for me to walk here without one. I'm from the surface, so by the law of assembly, I'm castless. But I think of the brand as just a part of the license to vend my wares. I use a washable ink, and when I return home, it's gone first thing. I cannot imagine wanting to wear the beastly thing every day. I'm sorry. I've nothing you would want. I don't sell rags and rotten food. I don't know how you castless can live like that. Fine. But try to steal anything and I'm calling the guards.
This place is going to the nuts.
The ancestors were smiling on my bets today. Another round from the house.
No castless. Who the dust are you? Oh, my mistake. I didn't realize you were one of his. I'm not looking for any trouble. Is that what this is all about? He's here, all right. Right over there. Been nursing that same mug half the day. Paid up front, though. Good silver. What's he done? Sorry, just trying to make conversation. You, do what you have to. Just, try and keep it neat. I'm still paying for this space.
Hey, I was saving that seat.
That's real thoughtful, Ascaius. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name? Hey, you can't just... This is a public place. You got no right. I know people. I'm under the personal protection of a Norbarat. Try stealing from me and he'll... I've known him since we were both on the teat. We're like brothers. Oh no. What did he tell you? He doesn't think I'd play the turncoat, does he? Because that would be too much. I don't think I could handle. Look, I've always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him.
Keep him still. I'm gonna search his bags.
Wait, I do have some lyrium. It's just ore. I made a side deal with one of the mining families. If it worked out, I was gonna bring Barat his cut. I swear. I'd be crazy not to.
Suicidal, one might say.
Surfacers pay good coin for lyrium. Mages up there, they use it for their spells. Smiths use it in enchanted weapons. I just took the money and ran. I mean, back to Barat to share the profits. Just a little, maybe 25 sovereigns worth.
25 sovereigns?
Most of that's with my buyers on the surface. I just picked up a few nuggets down here. If I were to maybe give you a piece, that's a lot of coin. Could you forget to mention this to Barat? I don't got any coin myself. I make that topside, but you can take it or sell it, maybe get enough to get out of this nest. What do you say? All I have is the 2 nuggets, but they're yours if you let me out of here.
Are you breathing smoke? Barat will kill you if he catches you with his lyrium. Well, that's a whole other story. We need to sell it before we go back to Barat, and to someone who won't run to him. Tell you what, cut me in 50 and we'll take it to Olinda. Remember her? She likes me and refuses to work with the old man.
Then what happens to me?
Could everyone who isn't about to die please turn around for a moment? This may be unpleasant. Thank you.
You can't do this. Help! Call the guardsmen! This is murder!
You two let me know if you need anything. I'll be in the back.
It's just a bunch of rocks. You're gonna kill me for that? Then let me go. Tell Barat you killed me. I can run to the surface. He's never gotta hear of me again. I'll give you the lyrium. Do whatever you want with it. Give it to Barat, sell it yourself, I don't care. No!
Are you joking? Surely you're joking.
Are you breathing smoke? You're leaving without grabbing the lyrium.
I'm sure he deserved that. Good job.
We've got to trade this lyrium in quick and get back before Barat starts wondering what we've been doing. Unless you think we should give it all to Barat. Then let's head back to Olinda.
What are you two doing back here? Well, that's not what I was expecting to hear cross those lips. Where exactly would someone like you pick up lyrium? I can guess who you might have got this gift from. Lesky, you know I don't do his business.
This is just us. Shaper's honor. You won't get him with Barat if you buy it.
How much do you have? I can give you 30 silvers per nugget.
Only 30?
It's less than it's worth, I won't lie to you. But the market for it's topside, and that won't be easy for me to reach. And I'll have to find a buyer who won't ask where it came from. For that, I can't afford more than 30. All right then, let me take that off your hands. And you probably shouldn't come around here for a while, just in case.
We really should get back to Barat.
Watch yourself. The Shaper doesn't need your footprints all over his clean clothes. As if I'd stop for you.
The king is old. His rule won't hold much longer.
Prince Balin seems far more sympathetic to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows I can provide. We'll finish this later. It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Ascaius? What kind of rot are you trying to feed me?
He told us he'd be putting together a side deal for lyrium, but he'd already sold it.
Jarvia, send a dig troop topside. If Ascaius had a hiding spot up there, I want us up to our elbows in it.
As you say.
And the matter of punishment? Excellent. I'll send someone out to handle the cleanup. Not you, though. I have another job in mind for you. The Warrior Cast is hosting a proving today. All the best fighters, last man standing, you know the sort of thing. They're showing off for some Grey Warden who's looking for candidates to drag off to a life of eternal glory. Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that. And I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing. There's a lot of coin to be made when people get the fever up. Favorite fighter's an officer named Minar, veteran of 4 Darkspawn campaigns. Havaird's a long shot. Just got back from a deep roads offensive. Some young buck who has all the ladies drooling. I've got a lot of money riding on him. Mine and other people's. I expect to see that 8-to-1 pay off. Understand? The fight only gets announced to contestants themselves to prevent illegal gambling. So first, you'll have to find Havaired, see who he's fighting and when. When the name Minar comes up, I want you to slip this drug into the bastard's water. It'll slow his reflexes, just enough to take the edge off, not enough to show. But it wears off quickly, so don't use it until just before his fight. You bet you will. Here's your pass to get on the grounds. The proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have coin on this, I'm not talking about some pittance, like the value of your life. If I don't see Havaird's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again.
You want to get a ride back with Scooter? Save your bus money, but we could take it. It's all good. Yeah, I know that feeling. Okay, we can take GTs too later. I'm playing Dragon Age for the guys. Yeah. Sneaky Killer 76. Shout it out. Yeah, I'm live right now. We'd have to like take turns or something, or after the library at 5:30. After the library, then at 5:30.
Something changed.
Yeah, it just means it's gonna knock you down.
You ask too many questions. All you've got to know how to say is, I'm mistress. You don't recognize me?
You know Jarvia, right? Barat's favored lieutenant and the only person he trusts in all of Orzammar. You know that, Jarvia. I think it's way past time we were going. Don't smile on me, Jarvia.
Get out!
Go back to your dirt pile, scum. I assume this pile of worthless junk belongs to you? You realize it's in the way and that the patrols will not be able to come through? Turn around, Brand. No castless on the grounds. Looks legitimate. Go on through then. But stay to the trenches. Grey Wardens don't need some eyesore getting between them and the fighters.
you see that first bout? Ostar's helmet practically shattered. Adalbo still has the ancestral flavor.
Stone's Embrace. That's one of them. One of the Grey Wardens. Oh, I dare you to go over and talk to him. Say, welcome to Orzammar, Warden, sir. May I drink your bathwater?
Stone met, and blessings on your house. That was the proper greeting for an outsider last time I visited Orzammar. Has it changed? Or is there a reason you're looking at me so strangely? My apologies. The intricacies of Dwarven society are still foreign to me. I meant no offense. My name is Duncan. I'd say of the Grey Wardens, but I suspect you already know that. Pleased to meet you. Then you have certainly proved your courage, though I hope I'm not quite so fearsome as all that. I never turn down the chance to meet someone new. When we visit Orzammar, we tend to remain in the Diamond Quarter. You forget how much of the city you miss. The Wardens are always looking for those who have the courage to spend their lives in battle against the Darkspawn. It's rare we find those with both the skill and the will. The best Wardens are ruthless to their enemies, compassionate to their friends, and inspiring to their troops. It's a lot to look for, but I hope to find it here. And I hope you also may find what you are looking for.
I can't believe you talked to him. A Grey Warden.
Sod it. He's stone drunk. He could draw a dead man for his bout and still lose. Oh, Barat's gonna kill us if we slip up on this. He's still mad about the time I accidentally told that barkeep Barat had demanded free ale delivered to my door. Hey, I just had an idea. That's much better than my idea. I was gonna say we should go up in the stands and start a rock slide, but you're brilliant. You'll be there. You'll go out in his armor, keep down the visor, and fight in his name. He wins, Barat wins, everybody wins. Except all the warrior caste braggarts you leave kissing dust. I, Sodding, love the way you think, my friend. I was afraid Barat was going to kill us. Got it. It'll help if you can distract him, though. Just, talk to him so I can sneak past him without him noticing. Let's do it quickly. We don't have much time.
Hey, only fighters are allowed in these chambers. Who are you?
I don't care about your name, Brand. My fight should be called any moment now. You can come back and clean then. It's ill luck for me to touch someone the ancestors have cursed. But if you like, I could tell you tales that would make your friends weep with envy. Aye, long and terrible they were. 100 men venturing into deep roads that no one's traveled in years. Everywhere we walked, we heard them, scratching in the walls. But they only attacked when we stopped. You got used to the smell of your brother's blood, but never to the Genlock's reek. It takes great skill, for if you let one wound you, the taint festers until you run mad. We die so the rest of you can live snug and remember the glorious days when our empire stretched beneath half the world.
Bout 3 is next. Officer Minar versus the Warrior of Air. Fighters, make final preparations, then report to the ring.
That's my fight. We'll finish this when I return victorious.
I got him. No more time. Make sure you have everything and go tell the Proving Guard you're ready to fight. And don't forget to keep your helmet down.
Combatants only. Combatants only. May fortune favor your fight, Averic. Are you ready? As you say.
This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for our honored guests, the Grey Warden. The warrior Iver, son of Golden, will fight Officer Minar, survivor of the battle at Tar Ellerin.
Don't choose the honor of the heart. Oh, sod it. Let's just fight.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight! A truly memorable fight. The young cadet vanquishes the wily veteran. Healer, see to his injuries. The warrior Iver, son of Golden, will fight last year's Journeyman Division champion, Adalvo, proven in glory before the stone.
You honor me with this fight. May we both win glory in the eyes of our lords.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight! The ancestors have withdrawn their blessings and embrace a new champion on their field. The warrior Aver, son of Dalton, will fight Lenka, Silent's sister in training. She has made her vows, but not completed her blooding. Will she be accepted into the legendary order? That will depend on her performance today. Warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Where are you going? We can't leave now. Barat will kill us.
Stone met, Averd. I believe it is time for... May fortune favor your fight, Averd. Are you ready? Don't keep the proving mat. May fortune favor your fight, Averd. Are you ready? As you say.
This is a glorious Stone Chooser. First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Yes.
A truly memorable healer. The war...
You honor me with this fight. May we both...
First warrior to...
All right.
warrior to fall.
May fortune favor your fight, Avert. As you say.
Don't choose the...
Memorable fight. The young healer. The warrior Ivan.
You honor me with this fight. Now let's see. Which one first? If you insist, I'll play.
First warrior to fall. Linka went to the stone without a sound, as befits her vows. But it wasn't hard to see the blood that was spilled. Everd will advance to the final bout to determine the true champion of the ring against...
What? I'm out already? Hey! That's my armor!
Who are you? How dare you disrupt this sacred...
Wait, I know that man. That's Everd. Then, what imposter did I fight?
Remove your helmet, warrior, and let all who watch you see your face. You insult the very nature of this proving! Guards, take this filth away!
Hold your man, I pray you. This warrior has defeated the best you have to offer. Is that not what this proving is for?
We are honored by your presence, Warden. But this proving is not solely for you. There are laws which have governed this arena for 1,000 years. This man is no warrior. He is casteless, rejected by the ancestors. His very footsteps pollute the stone. He has no place here.
Except as your champion.
How hard did they sodding hit you anyway? Did you have to put up such a fight? As soon as everyone saw your face, Brand, the place went mad. Shut all the doors, examined everyone for family and caste. One of the guards recognized me and figured we must be working together. They burned 3 candles to the stump interrogating me about who put us up to this. I think they knew, you know, about Barat. You think I didn't look for a way out? Rika's not the only one in danger here. They could kill us. But these cells are built straight into the wall. They confiscated all my lockpicks. What's it look like on your side? You see any way out?
Good, you're awake. Barat will be glad to hear that. You might want to watch your words, Duster. They might be the last ones you'll get.
That's Jarvia, you moron. Don't dig us in deeper by insulting Barat's top lieutenant.
You caused a lot of trouble today. Barat lost 100 sovereigns for Lord Volney. The entire proving was declared invalid, and the Assembly already called for an investigation. You can't imagine the state Barat was in when he told me to get you. You're not in their cells anymore, and I don't think I appreciate the time and money it took to bribe the right people to get you back. You got every guardsman at that proving thinking if he takes your head off, the ancestors will bless him forever. But they know whose hand holds the whip. When Barat claimed you, they knew who's going to get to watch your last breath. You risked exposing him before the entire warrior caste. Now they're asking questions, and as long as you have tongues to answer them, you're a threat. Enjoy your last night together, boys. Barat will be by soon to make sure you maintain your silence.
we've done.
Let's wipe them out quickly. and I'm off.
We want to get away with this? We can't leave one man alive to tell Rob what we've done.
Going. Now let's see. Which one first?
I'm off. This is not fair. Why is it always me that has to bleed? All right. This is not fair. Why is it always me that has to bleed? Is that all my blood? I think it is. If we want to get away with this, we can't leave one man alive to tell Barat what we've done. I'll get on it. I'm gonna smack you so hard you'll choke. Now let's see. Which one first?
see. Which one first? I'm on. Right, that's it! I'll smack you so hard you're chilling. If you insist. How'd I do that? Come and get it! Try. And I'm off. Come on, let's show them. Let's do this quickly. Get right. What is fair? Yes. Fist. Fist? Say hi to your face to fight. cutting the whore free. If that turncoat brother of hers doesn't know his place, I don't need precious Rika either.
Rika? That the one you got all done up in lace? I've been wanting to get my hands on that.
I know what you mean. She's yours if you want her, boys. And let me tell you, it tastes as good as it looks. What in sod all is that doing out of its cage? Let's teach this little duster a lesson.
Let's see. Which one first?
Stings, doesn't it?
Let's wipe them out quickly.
Are you joking? Surely you're joking.
I'm going to put you in your place!
Wants to fight?
It hurts.
Come and get it! You're gonna be quicker than that. Was there any doubt?
Did you see him there all when we're done with you? And you just charged in and sodding slaughtered him. You have to be the luckiest duster in Orzammar. Barat's dead, and we're standing here. Hail to the sodding king! Whoa. Don't push it, Salraka. Barat kept his place by making sure it was always dusters like us who took the fall. Right now, half of Orzammar knows who you are. We've got to lay low for a while. Maybe in a long time, when everyone's forgotten what happened today, we can see who's left to challenge us. And maybe, if Barat's family topside doesn't figure out who killed him, they'll keep doing business with us. And maybe we'll be able to figure out which mining families stocked the Carta with lyrium. And then maybe we'll have the chance to take over. Until then, let's just get out of here.
I see I bested them even while unconscious. I am that amazing.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be here. Wait, is that blood? Ancestors protect...
There they are! Seize the fugitives! Drop your weapons and walk down slowly. We will use force if you resist. You do not speak until the Shapers have judged you.
One moment, my friend. Did you not suggest this Barat might have arranged their convenient escape?
Regardless, the penalty for impersonating a higher caste is death.
If Barat is as influential as you say, perhaps he also masterminded this Everd's impersonation.
He's dead? Barat had many enemies, but also powerful allies.
Barat would have butchered us if he hadn't killed him first.
Your friend has once again demonstrated his courage. We Grey Wardens travel far and wide in search of those with the potential to join our ranks. It seems I have found one. Let me make my offer formal. I, Duncan of the Grey Wardens, extend the invitation for you to join our order.
This man is a criminal. You can't do this.
I can, and I am. It would mean traveling to the surface lands and thus leaving your people. But it does offer you the chance to strike a blow against the Darkspawn and the Blight. While it is no trick, it is a dangerous life. I can promise you no guarantee of safety. I can also give you nothing in return for these hazards. In joining me, you leave all you know behind. And I see your friend would like to speak to you as well. Why don't you see what they have to say before you give your final answer?
Those guys must have seriously cracked your skull. You're not gonna turn down being a Grey Warden, are you?
Well, don't you worry about that. Old Lesky will take care of her. She'll be the first one telling you to go. She never wanted this to be your life. We'll go back and tell him.
I couldn't believe it when Sir Duncan said he wanted to recruit you. I was ready to kill you when I heard what you did at the Proving. But it worked out for the best. Those are the rules of the Order. All wardens leave their families behind. Please don't hold yourself back because of me. I think, for the first time, Mother and I will be fine. I spent the afternoon with my new patron. If everything works out, maybe I can even greet you as an equal if you return. I promise. My patron would never allow it. He has already promised to move Mother and me into better lodging, where he can find me more quickly when he wants me. Go, little brother. Make the world a better place.
Have you spoken with your friend and sister? Then before these witnesses, I hereby recruit you into the Grey Wardens. Know that you are most welcome. Before we brave the deep roads, I would like to make you a gift of this mace, since you have so few possessions of your own. It was once wielded by the Warden Forel Idukan. I believe he was related to your king. I know you will continue his proud example. Goodbye, my friends, and thank you for your hospitality. We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name? Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. It's good to see one of the honorable stout folk outside Ordomar. Sounds like there's a story behind that. You must regale me with it sometime. As you wish. Now perhaps I'll tempt you someday with a bottle of the finest dwarven brew from the royal cellar. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here. True. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay. I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the Joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon. The Joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now? I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible? That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen. To the Teyrn's daughter, no less. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it. As you wish. You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business. He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity. I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Teyrn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Teyrn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Teyrn Loghain tells him. Without the Teyrn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are. I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume. Kalen's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden? Marek respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Marek would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. You're no surface dwarf, I can see it in your eyes. Smart of the Grey Wardens to look for new recruits in Orzammar. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you? You're wiser than you look. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort. And yet the fate of the Grey Wardens lies in his hands. Remember that.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. He's strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old white-hairs. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as steel and poisonous. Don't let them touch you.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle.
So long and painful way to die.
My faith says I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the Fade, for there is no darkness, nor death in the Maker's light.
There are lots of darkspawn, different kinds.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turn Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help. This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first. You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks. Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down. Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon? There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre. If he doesn't get it, chances are he'll need to be put down. Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle?
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain. Oh, well, I'd like to know where she went, that's what. Oh, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. Oh, I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies? Let me know what you'd like.
Life is fleeting, you know.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some, goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand. So long as you keep it quiet.
Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad. Well, you're not what I thought you'd be. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cooked this ritual up just for our benefit. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now Darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice. I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The grumpy one.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must.
The first time I did it,
Get out of my way,
I didn't
fool.
smoke anything good for like 2 weeks, and then one hit, I had to,
one
like,
good thing about
you know,
tonight is
put your
how
head down,
it's
try to resummon yourself back to the plane.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage? You never know, these mages sneak up on you. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit, from Orzammar. I should have recognized you right away, I apologize. Duncan sent word. He spoke quite highly of you. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Alistair, the new Grey Warden. Though I guess you knew that. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Right, that was the name. There haven't been any Dwarven Grey Wardens in some time. You must know a lot about Darkspawn. Someone like you? The recruit Duncan's been bragging endlessly about? Yes, completely untrustworthy. But don't worry, you'll see plenty of Darkspawn now. And probably sooner than you'd like. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Yes. Going.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? So long as you keep it quiet.
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed? You want to talk to me? I'm not in trouble, am I? Then what is... Oh, wait. Are you the one I'm supposed to give Sir Garland's sword to? Because I think the smith's done with it. Oh, that's such a relief. You really saved me from the switch for sure. I'd best get back to my duties again before I get in more trouble.
I'm off.
That course of action is inadvisable.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king. Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact. Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp. Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example? It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says. It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now. Advice? Never. You young ones know all there is to know about the world anyway. Why would you need advice from an elder? But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now beg your forgiveness. Not abandon us in our darkest hour.
I'm sorry. The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade. The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing. This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How do you do?
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can. It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true. The scrolls contain treaties promising support. Treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the
You may
Maker's
not want
eyes.
to remain here
So
long,
let
Lord.
it be.
Most of these men have been tainted by
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me? No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving. I'm a deserter, or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way. I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water. Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water. Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example. I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect, and I can go and do something else. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine. All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know. You got your food and water. Now off with you.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away. I already told you. I'll give you the key to the Mage's chest. It might be worth something, you know. Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Huh. Considering where that came from, let's hope we're not the only ones in good health.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
So, Squid Guy. Sam Clark. Red Panda. Raul Martinez.
Welcome to the King's Camp, my lord.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight. I shall.
On it.
I shall.
Oh my God.
If you're on one of our computers, they will automatically log off at 5:20. Over here. Make sure you keep track of the time in the upper left-hand corner. We also log our parking lots close to this stuff, so please do not leave your car.
Who is that? The Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please, help me. I've got to return to camp. If you just bandage me up, I can get back myself.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back. I am simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't. I know I'm relying on you to protect me. Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Darkspawn, eh?
Right away. As you wish.
Even more darkspawn.
Sense of theme.
Shadows.
As you wish.
As you wish.
Going.
On it.
As you wish.
Take that!
Take forever.
Say your prayers!
Very well.
Off I go.
Right then.
Off I go.
I shall.
Going.